What's up, guys? We're live. We're going to start in a couple minutes here. Our focus is going to be on X guard today. So get ready for that. See you in a second. Doing a 4-minute X guard, please. Double leg. Double leg. Well, actually, you're going to do a single leg. Yeah.
That's the other one.
Yeah, every time you say double leg, now I'm say no, single leg.
They're both there. Usually you start with one and get the other. Okay. The tweet tap we just talked about. So I mean, you probably could like in competition, you probably could just like hurt someone's butt if you just go back and forth. Like me. No, you'd fall flat on your butt.
Okay. What's up, Layla? Everybody else in the room, say hi. Let me know who's watching. What's up, Michael? Good to see you, man. You guys enjoying the weather today? We finally have the garage door open, and it's glorious. Just received some Mediterranean food. Ooh, very nice. What'd you get? My favorite is the shish tawuk with lemon and oregano. That's my absolute favorite Mediterranean dish of all time. What's up, Dave? How's it going, man? Shows on the mats. Good to see you too. Yeah. We're getting close, guys. We're getting real close. Shish tawuk sandwich and a fattoush salad. Yeah, fattoush salad's legit, man. Gotta go with the fattoush salad. Tabouleh's pretty good too, though, but you gotta be in the right mood.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
I know some stuff.
I mean, clearly you don't because your feet are. No. They were across the right way, but spread them out. Get that right one up at the hip, the left one at the knee. Yeah, there you go. Can you get outside and play some b-ball? Yeah, that sounds like fun, Dave. Has anybody been watching the Last Dance documentary about Jordan and the Bulls in the 90s? I've watched that twice now. It's fantastic. Great documentary. But now all I want to do is go play basketball. Problem is I don't own a basketball. And there aren't any courts right by my house. So it makes me want to price out on Amazon a basketball court a basketball hoop you can put on your garage. I know you've seen the content in the videos, Connor. I know you've seen the content. Dave, have you opened up any of the new Ikoria set?
It's a big weakness.
Yeah, you got that right. Got that right for sure. Actually stopped by Pandemonium yesterday and picked up some of the collector booster boxes because of the Godzilla cards in there, man. It's been a while since I bought some Magic, but having the Godzilla promos in there, it's just like, yeah, all right, I need to pick some of these up. Felt really good cracking packs, but I'm literally selling everything on TCG Player except for the Godzilla cards. So I have more than made my money back, thankfully, because it's still like the opening week, so prices are still high. So that's been nice. That's been very nice.
Rubo with no confidence.
Rubo with no confidence. Uh-oh.
That's the only chance I'm in confidence around. What are flying submissions do we have?
Yeah, so I got some good news. Rash guards have made it through customs. Not the first set that I ordered back in, what was that?
2017.
Yeah, I know. Well, when was that? Like November?
Yes.
I ordered them in October, so they'd be here in November for
Yes.
promotion. Yeah. So that first set is still in a warehouse somewhere with customs. So who knows where that one is? But the replacements I ordered have made it through customs, and they're with the delivery service. They'll be here on Tuesday. So if I owe you a rash guard, everybody that got promoted back in November, yeah, we'll have them. We'll have them next week on Wednesday. So if you'd like to stop by and pick up your rash guard while maintaining social distancing, we can do that. So Nick needs to do some Marcelo Neon Belly stuff. Marcelo Neon Belly stuff. There you go. All right, cool. We're gonna be covering X guard today. The 4 major sweeps, one in each of the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. That makes up the cornerstone of the X guard game. So that's going to be our focus for today. Just waiting for a few more people. Jorge, what's up, man?
Who wanted Marcelo team?
Dave Bartlett said Nick needs to do some Marcelo Neon Belly stuff.
Oh, Neon Belly. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. You talking about Marcellatine with Neon Belly, Dave? What specifically do you mean by Marcelo Neon Belly?
Oh, Marcelo.
Yeah, Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah.
You see Marcelo Garcia.
I was like, that's a weird spot.
It is Marcelo Neon Belly. GT's the hell out of people there. Yeah, he's Marcellatine from Neon Belly. All right, watch Nick.
I just did that.
Yeah, there you go. Nick's gonna break it down for you. What's up, Levi? How's it going, man?
All I did was just snatch his head here, and then I went underneath and then used the butterfly hook on the outside to hook in, and it's awesome. Here, and then I just kept his neck here with my grip. I got like your gable grip kind of going across. I got his arm in here. I just came over to the top of the back roll, and then I just took his arm out and I went in front of it, got my own grip, and I'm just putting my elbow on the floor. I don't really do it from near belly, so I might have to coach me on that one, but I usually just do it here. Yeah. Turn that hip in.
Yeah, honestly, the mount is better for guillotine than Neon Belly. You're not going to get rolled over. If you go Neon Belly from here, it actually raises your center of gravity and gives Connor more room to move and try to wiggle out and try to bridge you off. Exactly. Exactly. So you don't really want to sit in Neon Belly when you're going after the Marcellatine. You can use it as a transition, but you really want to finish mounted if you're going to be on top. That's the way to go. And it's all about a side crunch. Once you get everything locked in, it's bringing that elbow in front of his chin and then doing a side crunch from mount. That's the best way to go. Anyway, so we got a few more people. We're going to be doing X guard, the basic 4 sweeps from X guard today. We looked a little bit. We covered the first 2 last Saturday. Yeah, Saturday for the live stream. We're going to go a little more in depth today because we covered K guard and using K guard to get into X guard. Let's just go straight to X guard. So we're going to start in butterfly guard. Nick has double underhooks and both hooks in. Both butterfly hooks are in. I want Connor facing the camera.
Double underhooks?
Yep, double underhooks. Okay. So Nick is going to rock back and elevate, and Connor's going to base with his feet. Yes. Start standing up to try to wiggle his way out of this. Okay. So Nick is going to let go of the underhooks, and now he's going to get a deep underhook on one of the legs. You want to go elbow deep, and you want to pull that leg all the way up to your shoulder. Okay. Don't leave it down here, or else he's going to be able to kick out. Trap it here. Pinch your ear to your shoulder and make sure that's in there nice and tight. Okay.
You're doing the whole behind the head, or is there a preference to that?
I like hooking the knee. I like getting 2 hands on his leg, so that's just more friction.
Yeah.
If I go here, there's not that much friction, especially if we're sweaty.
Yeah.
So both hands are attached to his leg. Notice Nick's butterfly hook on this side never came out. Okay, just the other one did when he shot for that underhook. Now he's going to put that butterfly hook in high at the hip, right there. Now from here, he's spreading his knees apart and keeping the feet hooked there. And the leg that's in front of Connor that butterfly hook is at the knee. The leg that's behind Connor, that butterfly hook is up at the hip, okay? Like I said, your feet are going to be shearing, have a shearing force between the two of them, and also slightly lifting, okay? Your partner should always be off balance in X guard. There should never be a point where Connor feels comfortable, okay? He should feel like he's standing on ice wearing roller skates. That's the feeling you want to have anytime you put someone in X guard, okay? So it's never really a relaxed position. It's always active, okay? So the other important thing is that you're all the way under your partner's center of gravity. Nick's back is flat on the mat and his chest is facing the ceiling. If he's kind of angled one way or the other, like face the back a little bit more, yeah, he's not all the way under his partner's center of gravity. You can't really lift him here, okay? And Connor can just feel how he can make the position just kind of dissolve. Okay, you got to slide all the way under your partner.
I feel like that would be a bad spot to gas yourself out.
Yes.
You're just slightly off there.
Mm-hmm. So let's look at that entry again. This is just the basic X guard entry. Okay. He elevates, Connor bases right there, underhook, and goes in. Okay, it's crucial that you don't take this butterfly hook out. Okay, anytime that butterfly hook comes out, you have no frame between you and your partner. Okay, so go back for a second to the entry. Okay, he stands up, now freeze here. Nick is the underhook and angles. Now, that first shin is between Nick and Connor. So if Connor decides he wants to try to drop down, he runs into that shin and that knee. Okay? That buys you time and always allows you to create space to get the second hook in no matter what. Okay? Now, a common thing I see on Instagram and YouTube all the time is to take both butterfly hooks out to get all the way underneath, and then you put the feet in. This is terrible. Go back.
I don't even know how to do it that.
So elevate. Yeah, elevate. He bases. Now you're just going to take your feet out and scoot in like that, and then try to put your butterfly hooks in from the back.
Are they like
You see this all the time. You're using the leg to pull yourself in.
Okay.
Use the underhook to pull yourself in.
Okay.
Yep. He elevates.
So then they're going.
Yep. And see how his feet are out, and then he puts the butterfly hook in? I see that all the time. I see that, like every X guard video I see on Instagram, they do this, and it drives me insane because it's absolute garbage.
I've seen
Okay.
it done a lot with like one single leg X.
Yep, single leg X, X guard, any variation of X guard. If you drop those feet, you're dead. You have no frame between you and your partner. Nothing stopping him from smashing you. Okay, so he's got the X guard in place. Let's look at our first sweep. Okay, if Nick's head is north, let's say west is towards the wall. Okay, so what Nick is going to do is you have to get very good at using your legs to maneuver your partner's leg here. You're latching onto the leg closest to the head so that doesn't move. So you want this one to move a lot. Okay, so you need to be good at making him step with the leg forward and back. Make him move that leg. Stretch it out, bring it back. Stretch it out, bring it back. That's it. This is the most important skill to have when you are working X guard. Okay, so the first sweep, which is to the west, Nick is going to stretch out his legs and roll back.
Do I go down to the ankle?
Yes. No hands on the mat, Connor.
Oh.
Yep.
He's going forward.
Yeah, he's going forward. Exactly. We'll cover that. That's part of the full sweeps. There you go. So stretching out the legs. He doesn't have his hands on the mat. You can roll straight back. Go ahead. I think so. Scoots into position. Right away, stretches the leg out, rolls back. Notice he's lifting that ankle up with that butterfly hook. It slides from the knee to the ankle, scoops it up, gets up on top. Now, any of these X guard sweeps, you can end up in a leg entanglement, but that's kind of lazy. I want you guys practicing to get up on top of your partner after the X guard sweep. That way you always have the option to do the leg entanglement and attack the legs. However, you're never stuck with it. Okay. Sweep number 2. This one's going to be to the south. So in this direction. Nick stretches him out. Connor's keeping his balance. He can't quite sweep him backwards. So now Nick's going to bring that ankle back to him. Monkey hook. Latch on here. Make sure that he cannot step with that leg anymore, okay? Now you're pulling that foot into your butt as you extend again to get that outward pressure on his knee, okay? Keep that leg trapped to your neck as you get up and pass. Now, all of these, like I said, you should have the habit of getting up on top. It takes a little bit of momentum. So you don't want them to fall, and then both of you stop, and then you try to get up. Usually then you're kind of just stuck with a leg entanglement or a scramble.
You have more than one way of getting up on top?
Yes, several ways actually. So you want it to work so that as they're falling, as they're hitting the mat, you're popping up. If you wait for them to hit, wait, and then get up, that's a lot harder, okay? So for this one in particular, stretch, bring the leg back. Good. Once he hits the point of no return, Nick is going to take this butterfly hook and he's going to tuck it in underneath the other leg so he can come up onto his shin here. Right there. Notice how that leads right into a knee slice pass. And he can turn the corner into twister side. He can get it to head and arm with the leg trapped. Go into the over-under pass. Yep. You got all kinds of options from here. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Okay. That's kind of the smoothest one.
Yeah, the way I'm doing it feels really weird.
Yeah. I mean, that one works because you're basically just keeping both hooks and doing like a back step tip over type thing. That's fine. It's just harder for most people to get. Okay. So sweep one, we stretch them out, roll straight back. Sweep two, we're going to bring that leg back to us. Monkey hook, pull it into our butt, extend, take them to the south. No, you don't have to. Okay. Now the next one, this time you stretch him out and Connor puts his hands on the mat. Okay, so this is that first situation. Okay. Now with this, Connor's weight is forward. So Nick can't roll him that direction anymore. Okay, so let's back up a little bit, guys. Let's get you a little closer to the wall here.
Got long arms.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is the funkiest out of the entire group, but it works so well. Now Nick stretches him out. Connor puts his hands on the mat. So what Nick is going to do is take his front hand and grab onto Connor's wrist the other way. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so it's going to be thumb up. Now you're going to grab that hand and you're going to make him touch your butt. Your butt. Yeah, right there. Get in there. Okay.
Short arms.
Well, you don't need to get it out here. You can get it in here. There it is. Okay, so notice Connor's tucking the shoulder now because Nick moved his hand out of the way. Okay, so from here, Nick is now going to initiate a back roll on this front shoulder. From here, his forehead's on the ground. He does a push-up to back his hips down, and he ends up in twister side.
That one's not going to work on Golden, is it?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Will it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just got to give him to move his hand.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. So for any of these sweeps, you always got to think about where's their weight. For this one, Connor has all four limbs on the ground, so he's like this. So if you want to move this hand, you got to get the weight off of it. So use your legs to shift his weight towards this leg of the table. Now all of a sudden, this hand becomes very light. Okay, or pull him back in again and shift his weight towards this leg. Either way, that hand becomes a lot lighter, and you can now move it out of the way. Okay, so let's see that again. He elevates. He slides into position here, stretches them out. Connor puts his hands on the mat. Okay, so now Nick grabs the wrist or pull him in towards you.
If I extend that towards this one light, right?
Yeah, or bring him towards that foot.
Okay,
Yep.
I see. So just kind of a little back.
Yeah, just back and forth. Move them however you need to. Back roll. Push up.
Bail on the wrist.
Yes. Once his shoulder touches the ground, you can let go of the wrist. The other thing, too, is you want to keep your head connected to the ground once he starts rolling over. Okay? So you end up with your forehead on the ground, and you're going to just do a push-up to get yourself off the mat. Let's see that one more time. This is one of my favorite sweeps from here. He elevates, X guard, extend, grabs the wrist. Right here, forehead on the ground, push up.
Down here.
Yes, right there. Right to the vegan arm triangle, right into the guillotine choke, right into all kinds of goodies.
How can I get Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch is there.
Secret.
Yes.
Part of the healthy diet. Balanced breakfast.
Okay, so those are the first three. So we took our partner to the back. We took our partner towards our feet. I took our partner towards the front. The last thing is to go towards our head. This one is going to be doing a single leg, and it's just like the technical stand-up we do in the warm-ups. Okay, so if you guys have been doing some solo drills at home and you've been practicing your technical stand-up, this is exactly the same thing. So now Nick stretches him out, kind of puts his hands on the mat, but he keeps his hands away from Nick so he can't reach him. Okay, notice what that does to Connor's weight. It's just everything away from Nick. So this leg is nice and light. Okay, so Nick is going to keep that leg attached to his neck, but his bottom leg is going to turn to a stop behind the knee. Right there. Okay, so he's going to give him a little bit extra stretch. Yep, he can post the other leg on the ground, and I was going to do the technical stand-up. Right here. Right away, gable grip, and you're going to start backing up and bowing forward. Yes. Connor, you're being a great dummy here. I mean, it's kind of a bossy. If you want to step your leg over the top, and you can end up right in the ham sandwich, like the world's most brutal ham sandwich, and then just not falling back, falling forward.
Yeah, but I gotta keep it for Saturday. We don't have too many dummies.
What's up, Kevin? Don't worry, man. We're gonna do a review. But anyway, we end up in the single leg position with the leg up on our shoulder, and we're trapping it here. Now, this position can be a little tricky because you kind of mentioned flying techniques. Okay, Nick does his stand up, stomp, technical stand up here. Now, if he leaves that loose, you're going to go the other way, Connor. You're basically you're going to throw it up. Yeah, so stay where you are, Nick, and leave it kind of loose. Connor, you're basically going to spin that way and do like a flying heel kick. Just don't kick him in the head, please. Yep, all the way over, all the way over, all the way over. And you're going to land in a triangle. Yeah. Interesting. I've seen guys go for that in tournaments and come pretty close. So you got to be aware.
Is there like am I just trying to grab my leg right away?
Yeah, cross your ankles.
Am I trying to get like my leg collapsing his head?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're
You're just trying to get a loop with his head and his arm in there. That's it.
You gotta do any crazy catching on that arm, trying to make sure it stays in there.
I mean,
Or more worried about
but
the
really,
leg.
you're just trying to spin and get your position.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So let's look at that again. So Nick needs to be able to control that leg so that Connor can't do that jump and the turn. Okay. So when he stomps on the leg, posts the other one, stands up. Now freeze right here. At this point, with the leg extended, Connor can now move. He can turn his body. He has the ability to fight. Okay, go back down. Now, if Nick bows forward, clinches in, and backs up, can you spin, Connor? Spinning's not very easy right now. Okay?
Oh, for me?
Yeah, it's not very easy for you because that'll blow your knee out. Yeah, careful.
Getting close.
So it's all about clinching, bowing forward, and then backing up. All you can just take little baby steps. That's all you got to do. Yeah, exactly. Now, Nick can use this to step forward and take the back. So underhook the leg. Now around the hip. Exactly. Nice and easy. It's almost a little leg drag in there. Okay. Or he can go into the ham sandwich of death, which we're not going to show, where he's just going to literally fall into Connor right now and give him a nice big hug and ruin his ability to walk for the rest of his life.
Thanks.
You got any good follow-ups from here?
I feel like I'm good at side control. A lot of times I just look to thread this one in and then knock it over.
Nice.
Outside.
Nice. That one's smooth. I like that. Let's look at that again. I always do that leg drag because it's super easy and kind of lazy, but there we go. he's doing the stand up. He's clinching.
From here, yeah, especially like if they start popping up, like if it starts coming up to his feet and you're losing this, sometimes I just have to thread in between my outside hand coming in, and I'm looking to get to the outside of here. So I'm just kind of keep running to the outside. Then I have a little cradle here. You can lock up.
Cat and crunch.
You can stop it. Daniel sent me a sweet wrestling video earlier, and then
Yeah.
we looked right into the Captain Crunch. It's like a whole cradle and turtle.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's sweet. All right, so those are your 4 basic sweeps from X-Guard. We went in order of difficulty. We went in the order of effort. All right, so the least amount of effort is just stretching them out and rolling back. Is the easiest thing to do.
What else can you do from here to get on top? Do you have another one?
Yes. So you can take this leg, step over the top, and turn around and roll through to a knee bar. So I just step through, roll over, yep, knee bar.
Nice. Yeah.
That's a nice thought. With the momentum, that one's super easy. Go back into that position. Do the sweep again. My personal favorite from here is you're going to take this foot out, lift this one, and replace it with this hand. So you go right into a double unders pass.
Oh, okay.
So as he starts falling, yes, right up into a double unders pass. That one's my favorite. That's my go-to from there. So number 1, stretch them out, roll them back. Number 2, stretch them out, bring it back, monkey hook the ankle. Yep, sweep them forward. Right there. Number 3, you stretch him out, and he puts his hands on the ground. All right, grab the wrist, move it out of the way, back roll, push up, right into twister side. Okay, reset. Last one, you stretch him out, he puts his hands on the mat, and make sure that you can't reach them. But unfortunately, that shifts his weight away from you. Yeah, so Nick is going to technical stand up. Clinch that leg. Now, if Connor starts turning this way, you can go right into a double leg on him as well. Go ahead. Yeah. You want to imagine that you have a spike coming out of your shoulder and you're just trying to impale him and into the mat. That one can very easily break a rib, even if you're not high off the ground. I was at Paulson's during the pro practice back in like 2012-ish. And somebody hit this during practice, not just repping, not going live. And we were this high off the ground and just cracked the dude's rib. Just because turning that into that double leg, you're both airborne for a second. You're both airborne for a split second. And it's just both your body weights crashing down. And yeah. Kai, you felt that, Kai. You felt like you were just flying.
Yeah. If someone was being super aggressive with that, yeah, you didn't bring out too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's my favorite one when people are running away at a tournament.
Yeah.
People keep backing up. If you're right by the out of bounds line, you can run away the whole time.
Yeah.
You can bet your on the basketball court with that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The nice thing about that one too is like, even if you don't get points for it,
Yeah, the
you
momentum
still,
shifted.
yeah, exactly. You still took over the momentum of the match. Yeah. Plus, if you do break his rib, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. Even if he does, you can be tender.
Yeah, belly will be easy.
All right. So as a bonus for you guys, we're going to cover the cat and crunch technique. This is a very fun. The longer you are, the more high percentage this is. So if you've got long limbs, this is a great technique for you. The shorter the limbs, all right, it gets a little harder. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
The hell else I know what it was. It was about 45 to 50 minutes before I felt my stomach actively reach.
So this one, this is another technique that will break your ribs. That's why it's called cat and crunch. So anytime you can get up into a side mount or mount into a cradle position where he's facing away from you. Okay, so go ahead here.
got a special one too for turtle.
Cool. Very cool. So let's take a look at these. Face the camera.
We're starting fetal dart.
Just start mounting, actually. Start mounting. Okay. Now, let's go small package, and you get the gift wrap. Simple enough. Yeah, there we go. Turn him on his side. That's it. Okay, so we got this leg across the body. You want to align this before you do anything else. Okay, so if this is too low on the hips, this is going to be really hard to lock in. If it's too high on the torso, you're better off going for a back triangle. So you want to put that in at the narrowest part of your partner's torso.
You going for the diaphragm?
Yes. Yeah. Diaphragm and floating ribs. So we want it to be hard for you to breathe, and then we want to crack those ribs so that it hurts to breathe. Okay. After, we like that. Okay. So this leg is in place. Next, Nick is going to change the grip. He's going to go from the wrist to locking in on the tricep. Okay. He's really going to pull that in. At the same time, he's going to underhook the leg right here. Okay. Now he's going to shift back, fall to his butt or his side. Yep. His butt cheek and his shoulder. Really extending that leg across your partner's body so you can triangle or get as close to a triangle as humanly possible. Okay. Now from here, just give him a nice big hug. Crush that triangle in. Connor can try to hold out, but Nick's legs are just so much stronger here than Connor's spine and floating ribs. Yeah. Let's look at that again. So he goes for the gift wrap, turns it to small package, making sure that this leg is placed well first before moving on. He now switches his grip to the tricep, underhooks the leg, falls to his side, locks everything in, and give it a crunch.
Give him his last breath.
Yes. It's great too if you could take a deep breath here and just really rub it into your partner that you can breathe just fine.
I usually try to add like a little tip that I've gotten from my wrestling coach where it's like when you're doing the cradle where it's like you sit back and you look at it. So like when you sit back, you end up pinching your elbows.
Yep.
So it kind of pulls right over it.
Guys, we're starting a GoFundMe for Connor. We need to send him to the chiropractor.
Health insurance, so he needs you guys' help now more than ever.
You said you got one from Turtle?
Yeah.
All right, Nick's going to show you a version from Turtle.
It's pretty easy to get to.
Oh, yeah.
As long as it's cradle and leg, right?
Yeah.
Right leg. And then face down. This one, like, if you've ever wrestled before, you've probably seen like a cross-face cradle. So this one should be super, like, quick for you. If not, it's pretty simple. Once you're inside turtle, you're going to go cross-face. So you're going across his face, and then you're going to just get that tricep, just like we were when we had that small package. We were coming up to the tricep here. So we're getting to there. Now from here, I'm going to look to step my back leg, the leg that's closest to him, up and over his back here. So it's kind of getting in that position of where we're going to set up that cradle, right? So now I'm here. From here, now I'm going to go to my forehead here. That gives me the ability to put my leg through to get to that triangle position. So now from here, I'm just continuing to roll. And then now we're just already into that hip position here. So now I'm just connecting my triangle, my hands, and then but this one's a momentum.
Brutal. Brutal.
So the emphasis is more on the legs than your grip at that point.
Oh, you mean for the finish?
Yeah, because you're just like hugging tricep here.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have a grip though.
Can you
Because
do
if you extend your legs, I can lose my grip.
Can you do anything else with your hands?
I usually just go right to my wrist. That's like kind of fair.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got here.
So if you have-
Levi said, what was the Captain Crunch that Burbage showed us in Ann Arbor off of an arm triangle?
I think it was just the small package.
Yeah, it was just from small package.
Yeah, you
So-
might have went to the arm triangle and then turned it over.
Yep, so watch this. So mount position. He goes to small package right here. Yeah, he set up the arm triangle. Yep, attacking the arm triangle. It's not quite working. So from here, he's going to switch his grip to the wrist, pop up. Now switch to the tricep, sit back, and finish. That was what we went over with Kevin Burbridge, who, by the way, is coming back for a seminar when we reopen. It's going to be one of the free seminars for all the people that say Tier 1 in their membership. Kevin Burbridge, one of Gio's black belts, and
I
a very,
recommend it. I was
very,
super concussed and I still got it on myself.
very fun seminar, very detail oriented, and showed some really cool techniques. Dave says, seems like he's getting stretched out just fine. Yeah, you're right, Dave. We don't need to send him to the chiropractor. He's getting a good stretch here.
Is that Dave or Daniel?
Oh, that's Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
Say, Daniel, you're watching. This is that thing you sent me earlier. This is how you turn it into the Captain Crunch. You're a side turtle, go cross face, block the arm, catch the arm, back leg comes over, and then you're going to your forehead. You're going to top your head here, and then you're already hooking that leg. Now you just continue to roll, and then up on your side, then put your lock and grip, triangle leg, and then finish.
We got to do it on the other side to balance Connor out before we leave. just to make sure. No, I'm doing this for your health, Connor. I'm doing this for you. Go good. You're gonna be walking like this for a week. Just crank to the side. We got to even you out.
We got to make sure I'm not a liar. I got to make sure I'm
Actually,
both
we're
sides.
teaching how to perform Stockholm syndrome. Actually, thanks, guys.
Connor, we're doing this for your good. This is what you need more than anything right now.
You guys care so much.
We do.
Yes.
Right there.
Is that your stomach going up your throat?
Anyway, that was the bonus technique for today. We hope you guys enjoyed it. So X guard was the focus. Simple entry, simplest entry possible. You go to butterfly guard, elevate, and we're sliding into position. Make sure to always keep that one butterfly hook in so you always have a frame. So that's the first thing we did. Then 4 directions for the sweep. Take them back, grab the ankle, take them forward, roll them to the front, or technical stand up, and you're moving out in this direction towards your head. So 4 main directions, 4 main sweeps that you can take somebody for X guard. The last 2 weeks, last 2 live streams, we looked at K guard because somebody requested that. And K guard leads very well into X guard. So I wanted to make sure we covered that as well in some pretty good detail. So that's it for today, guys. Get outside, enjoy the weather a little bit, stay safe, be responsible, and stay off the internet. That's all I can say is people are driving me crazy.
You got Apex Legends hitting me up.
There you go.
On PS4, because I don't have to crossplay yet.
Get your TV outside, your Xbox, and play some video games.
Yeah, if you
But
don't like
at least do it
being
outside.
You don't like oxygen, being social. Well, I guess you can't be social. Hit me up on PS.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Connor's gonna do some hand signs.
Gang, gang.
Hope you're doing well. See you soon.